And so hopefully I'm just going to record just the first part, and it'll be short and sweet and simple. And then I'll stop the recording after the meeting is done, and then I'll just do like an office hour type of thing. If you guys have any additional questions over anything that we've been learning about, or if you guys have any questions about any assignment. So first off, in the video, so I'm going to ask the kids that are not here to watch the video. Also, they're going to download it because it's kind of the mandatory part to watch it. If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to put them in the chat box. You can also raise your hand. There's a little hand button at the top of the screen. And if you want to go on voice and talk, you can do that as well if you're interested. I'll have to kind of stop and accept people into the lobby and everything throughout the meeting, but that's okay. Okay, so tomorrow on your check-in, I'm going to ask you a quiz question. Say, what color shirt was Mr. Can wearing? Well, Mr. Can wearing a navy or blue shirt, and the kids need to watch the video not here, and they need to get that information as well. All right, so while I'm calling you guys all here for today, and hopefully you're awake and you're ready to go, is I want to talk about your final product, your egg drop, and the process that we're going to do, whether you're virtual or whether you're in person. Now, we're still not ready for it tomorrow, okay? So please don't bring your device tomorrow. We will be doing the egg drop next week on Thursday, Friday. So next Thursday, I'll see 1, 2, 3. Next Friday, I'll see 4, 5, 6, okay? We'll be doing the egg drop here in school if you want, okay? You have the option of either bringing your device to school and doing it together, or you can still do the Flipgrid at home just like we did before, okay? I know that some of your devices are really big, or they have balloons and they could pop and things like that, or maybe you're worried about breaking the egg on the bus and things like that, which is very possible. If you want to do your recording at home, you can do your recording at home. I've already set up the topic in Flipgrid so that you can record, go ahead and start recording your final drop, okay? Now again, make sure you follow the rules for the final drop, and we'll discuss those again here in just a second. But making sure you do one take, making sure you show us the egg going in and out easily, and make sure that we can see the egg at all times as well. Okay. All right. So Logan, preferably, yeah. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go to the store and buy 120 eggs for you guys, and that would be a lot of eggs. So he's asking, do you have to bring in your own egg? Preferably, please bring in your own egg. Take care of that little baby egg, and make sure you don't break it all day long. I will have some eggs here in the classroom, but I can't afford to buy 120 of them for you guys, okay? So please try to bring in your own. I'll have some available for the egg drop. All right, so a couple of things. First off, it was awesome to see some of you guys face to face last week, and I'm excited to see more of you tomorrow. And we have fall break this week, so I won't see about half of you. The Friday kids won't see you guys. All right. So if on next Thursday, Friday, you bring in your device, we are actually probably going to go to the engineering bay, and there's a tall stairwell up there in engineering bay, and we're just going to drop the egg drops from there. We are going to record the egg drops, and we're going to put them on Flipgrid just so that everybody can see them, whether they're virtual or in school. Everybody can watch your video and kind of see what happened. Okay, so we're still going to do a Flipgrid for everybody. That is part of your final product. Okay. If you're dropping it at home, okay, again, make sure you're following the rules. I don't really need you guys to be on ladders or roofs or anything like that. If you have a deck and it's easy and it's simple and you just drop it off the deck, that's fine. But we had some funny people trying to get on roofs and things like that. Please be careful. I really don't want that to happen. That's a kind of a safety issue. The last thing we want is for somebody to accidentally fall and get hurt, okay, doing a science project. We had some kids on ladders. Please be careful on ladders. Again, I don't really want you to do that. All you really need to do is just stand back, do a nice hard underhand throw. I will say on the Flipgrid video, and I try to give some of you guys some feedback, give me a nice hard underhand throw, okay? Toss that ball up there, or toss that egg up there so that we can see it, okay? Don't just barely drop it. We want to test that device. We want to test that, see if the egg's gonna live or not. Okay. Again, rules review. I want to pop up the rules real quick, and I want to share my screen. Just double checking, making sure we do it all right, because I want to make sure that we get the best grade possible for this, okay? So here's the final product that is open, and you guys can kind of already work on a little bit. And it tells you what you need to do. So we are going to record on Flipgrid, whether you're in class or whether you're at home. We are going to record on Flipgrid, okay? All right, now the rules. Let's click on the rules here. So again, the egg must be easily placed into the device and taken out of the device, okay? So yes, we could like wrap it up in a million pieces of, bubble wrap or tissues or shirts and things like that, but that's not easy in and easy out, okay? That's difficult in and difficult out. So you gotta be really easy. We wanna think about a car. You get into a car real easy, you put on your seatbelt, you're safe. Get out of the car real easy, okay? So we wanna do something that's easy in, easy out. Want to make sure that the egg is visible at all times. We had some people that were like just putting them inside boxes and covering them up. We need to be able to see at least part of the egg at all times, okay? And so I want you to show, hey, there's the egg. Now here goes the drop, okay? Make sure the device is usable. We are going to do multiple testing. This is the final test. After you do your final one, you can just throw it away at that point. We already did the pricing. All right, the editing. Make sure there's no edit, no cut during your throw, okay? So set the camera up, throw it, take the camera over, show us the egg, how it's working. Then, we are going to ask you to break the egg on camera, make sure that it's raw. I had a couple of you be kind of silly about breaking your egg. Be mindful about how and where and who you break your egg on and that kind of stuff. Again, we just want to be safe. We don't want to get anybody hurt. Okay? So again, if we're doing this at school or at home, just make sure you follow those rules for that. All right, the other thing I want to talk about real quick is your actual assignment, your final assignment. So again, it's under your assignments. It's one of the last ones you guys have right now. And it's your final egg drop challenge. So what you guys need to do is after you do your Flipgrid, is you guys are going to write an essay, basically, on the engineering design process. And that's really what your grade is coming from, is the engineering design process, the step you went through to make this device, okay? So if you look, here's a little rubric that kind of tells you the paragraphs you need to write. And then if you scroll down a little bit more, you'll see this big rubric, okay? This rubric basically tells you how to get an A+. And I'm not joking, okay? If you want an A+, do what's in these rubrics. Okay, a lot of kids, when they see a rubric, they don't follow them for some reason. This is going to tell you exactly how you're going to get an A, a B, a C, a 0. Okay, make sure that you're following the rubric the best you can. Okay, I got a couple of people in the lobby here. Okay. So on that assignment, make sure that you check out the rubric and you see what you need to do. Okay, now. See all these paragraphs you need to write. A lot of kids start freaking out. That's 7 or 8 paragraphs I have to write. Don't worry. We're going to do 1 or 2 a day. Okay? It's going to be due in 10 days from now. Okay? We're going to do 1 or 2 paragraphs a day. Paragraphs are 5 to 6 sentences. Should not take you an hour to write 5 or 6 sentences. And for your paragraphs, we've already done a bunch of mini assignments. We've already done an assignment on defining a problem. Go open that assignment, copy and paste into your paragraph, okay? And then clean it up, make it look good. We've already done an imagining the product, okay? Copy and paste, put it into that paragraph. Show me a picture, show me the pros, show me the cons. Okay, planning a prototype, we already did that, okay? Copy and paste, make it look good, polish it up. So basically you're doing everything that we've done in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and you put it into one essay, one research paper, basically. And you're going to polish it, you're going to make it look clean, and then just submit it. Now, one thing that I would recommend, though, okay, is to maybe open up a Microsoft Word doc or a Google doc, and then work on it paragraph at a time. And then when everything's done, submit it. Okay. I wouldn't go to this assignment and start typing and then realize, hey, I'm going to go take a lunch break, and your internet goes out or something, and you lost that paragraph. Okay? A Google Doc or Microsoft Word should auto-save anything like that from happening. Okay? So I highly, highly recommend you guys to do that. So hopefully on the big screen again now. Hopefully you see me. So again, it is going to be a lot of writing, but not a lot of writing at one time. So that brings me back to the announcement I made yesterday about the to-do list versus the weekly schedule. The reason why I sent that announcement because this weekly schedule, I went ahead, or next week, I went ahead and I broke it up. Say, hey, Monday I want you to write about this. Tuesday I want you to write about this. Wednesday I want you to write about this. I went ahead and broke up your essay into paragraphs for you. If you do the to-do list, you're not going to see the final product until the day is due. And then you're going to have 8 paragraphs to write on Sunday. So again, that's why it's really, really important to check out the weekly schedule because even though that paragraph's not due on Monday, that's when I want you to work on it. Okay, but then they're all going to be due on Sunday at the end. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense there. The due date for this project will be October 18th. That's a Sunday. I'll give you till midnight on Sunday on that to get that finished. So, all right. Last little thing about some of your models. It should not apply for everybody, but there are going to be a couple of people that I'm going to talk to you individually about maybe not bringing your model in for different reasons. We have a couple of kids that have really big models that I'm just like, hey, just do that at home. Don't try to bring that on the bus. We have a couple of kids that, the models look kind of weird and different. The bus driver might give you a weird look, or your other teachers might give you a weird look. I might say, hey, just do that one at home. Okay. There might be some kids that are using some allergy ingredient. Just do that one at home. Okay. It's not a big deal. So most of you might choose to do yours at home because again, you have the choice. You either do it at home or you can bring it in at school. But at school, I am going to give you 30, 40 minutes here. We're going to have some fun and we're just going to kind of laugh at each other and kind of see what happens with the egg drop. So again, you don't have to if you don't want to. You can do it at home or here. All right, this is your opportunity for questions. You can raise your hand. You can ask questions verbally, or you can put them in a chat box real quick. Then that's just kind of stuff I wanted to cover real quick. So let's look at some questions in the chat box. Defining the problem, 5 sentences. Well, you should have a couple sentences already. And then, so if you look at the rubric, it talks about you writing about the main problem of the project. Then it also told you to talk about all the little problems that you ran into along the way. Okay, so things like finding your resources, things like spending money, those are little problems like that. Okay, so look at the rubric on it. What should we do if our egg suddenly turned into a rubber chicken? Well, that would be amazing. That'll be a nice magic trick. Now, if it turned into a baby chicken, you need to go get a different egg. Okay, so that will make 90 seconds. Do you need more time? I can change the time on it if you need more time. Okay, 1 second. What's up? Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. How much time? So maybe you want me to change it to like 120 seconds? All right. Let me write that down. I think there's only a couple minutes. Yeah, there's a limit to it. But all you have to do for the final one, you just got to throw it up. You don't have to talk much about it. Your essay will talk about it. So we just want to see if it lives or not on the last one. I mean, the more information you give us, the better. That'll be awesome, but you don't have to. All right. Any other questions? Nothing. I got 70 people in here and only 3 questions. All right. Alex, you want to tell us your story about the rubber duck? Or the rubber chicken? Not really. Okay. Okay. All right. Everybody doing good? Like everybody's feeling comfortable, feeling confident? Yeah, liking the hybrid schedule?
I'm liking the hybrid schedule.
You are or you are not?
I am.
You do?
Yeah.
Erica asked, what if you did not modify your attachment much? That's fine. Hopefully you, Michael asked the base question. So when was it? Last week, we did the discussion on how to improve your model. You're supposed to improve it for final drop. So we had a prototype and we tested it. But then we talked about how to improve it. And then yes, I want you to improve your model. Maybe you watch other kids' videos and you got more ideas. So yes, I want you to talk about how to improve it, and you're gonna have a whole paragraph about that. But then I want you to do your final model that you have on there. Rather be back full time. I'll be honest with you, man. We gotta prepare for the worst. I don't know when we'll be back full time. I honestly don't. I'll tell you right now, engineering. There's a lot of kids in engineering college. It's gonna be hard to fit you guys all in there in a classroom. So I don't know, Caleb. Maybe. Trust me. I would much rather be a normal teacher right now. I mean, I like that some kids can stay home and be safe. I definitely encourage that. But I miss being a normal teacher by far, totally. So, I mean, we've been in 6 weeks of school, and I've only seen you guys once. That's crazy. All right. Well, if there are no more questions about the essay or about the Flipgrid, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. And then if you guys have any questions about assignments, science stuff, then I'll stay here for office hours for about the next 40 minutes, and I'll help you out with any assignments you have, with anything you need on there, okay? So any other questions? Going once, going twice. All right, remember tomorrow I'm going to ask you a quiz question. What color is my shirt? Navy blue, okay? So the kids who are at home, kids who are virtual right now, they're going to have to download a video and figure out what color shirt I'm wearing. So I'm going to stop the recording.